Okay, so we're going to do a quick demo. So I'm going to open, okay, my packet trace is already open. So as you know, what we did for network address translation is to change a private IP to a public to go to the internet. So we see we have 3 types. We have static NAT, dynamic NAT, and PAT. So in PAT, we have PAT with one interface, PAT with a pool. So let's start with static NAT. So I'll open the PowerPoint and we do one. We follow what is there. So I go to here. Then we are NAT, network address translation. And we're going to do, we did say that NAT, with static NAT is 1-to-1. I hope you did study. Static NAT is 1-to-1 is what we're going to do. So this is an example of static NAT. So check again quickly, a few seconds, and we're going to do exactly what is here. So you check quickly and we continue. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. So I'm going to take a router. This one, I'm going to close it. Nope. And yeah, so this is a router, for example. And let's say we want to go to the internet. I take here, I put here, I take a connection, I put, and I'm going to call this guy internet. So when you do that, it's good to take and to use a notepad so that you can put there. But anyway, so I'm going to check my router. What is the interface? Sure. Yeah. So here my router has 2 interfaces. My router has 2 interfaces. You need to tell the router, so you see, what is static NAT? Okay, so we're going to do this one. Oh, it's too big. We're going to do static NAT. We'll do this, yeah. So always first thing first, tell the router which interface is inside or outside. So if I take this, I can see G0000 is facing my inside network. So I open my router, module interface. Oh, why say this one? Let me remove that router. Router. So G0000 is facing the LAN. You see, and G001 is facing the internet. So I go to G000, enable conft interface G000. You can add the IP address. Just one sec. So I'm going to add the IP address. I'm going to add the IP address to this guy, 192.168.10.2. This guy, 192.168, sorry, .10.3. And G000 192.168.10.1 as an example. So I'm configuring G000. I'm going to use that IP. So interface G000 IP address. So I've started a small class for next CCNA as you met them last time. Yeah, so if you want me to add you in the class so that you can just attend as a refreshment, as a revision for CCNA 1, you send me a message. But anyway, for you guys, first thing first, finish that CCNA 3, focus on your exams, and maybe next year if you want to refresh or something. But anyway, so I add the IP 192.168.10.1, 255.255.255.0, no shut. You see? Now, must tell the router IP NAT question mark. Must tell the router, is this one inside your network, facing inside your network, or facing the outside? So it's facing my inside network. Question mark. IP NAT inside, it's fine. And you save, do copy, run, start. So it's exactly this one we did. We want to interface, we added the IP address and IP NAT inside, we exit. Now we're going to go to the other interface facing the internet, the outside. So I can exit here, interface, make sure that it's correct, G001. So this one I'm going to add the IP, let's say 100.10.10.1. So this one should be a public IP because it can go to internet. Must be so I go there, interface G001. IP address 110.10.1 255.255.0. Now IP no shut. Then IP NAT outside. And I say do copy, run, start. And I can tap now show run to view what I did. Show run. And I can filter pipe, include NAT. It means in that show run, in the output, just show me where you can see NAT. You see, include NAT. I press enter. Okay, now it shows me only IP NAT inside, IP NAT outside. So the filter is not quite interesting. So show run, it's fine. So you see my interface G00. This is my IP NAT inside. The other one, G001, IP address, and IP NAT outside. This is the first thing first you do when you do NAT, network address translation. You tell the router. Now, because we are doing static NAT, it means one public to one private. One public to one private. Sorry, one private that cannot go to the internet to one public IP. So you see this guy. So let's say I have, let's say I have two valid public IPs. So let's say, for example, it's just an example. When you have your question paper, we're going to tell you. But here, I'm going to use 100, or I'm going to use 200, 20, 21. And I'm going to use another one, 200, 50, 55. So let's say in my router or in my company, I have two public IP addresses. Inside my network, I have one private, one private. So static means one private will use one public. One private will use one public. So what is the command? IP NAT inside source static. Rachel, we didn't see you on Saturday.
Mr. Relax, I was busy.
Ah, okay. No problem at all. Static. So you just need to follow. So you just need to follow what is written in NetAcad. You take your packet tracer, you open and you practice. With nothing else. So IP NAT inside source list static. One private will use one public. So I come here. One private, this guy will use this. So 10.2, 192.168.10.2. So this IP will use one public here, 2021. Will use 200.20.20.1. That's all, nothing else. You see. You press enter. Now we do the same thing for the other PC to use another 3, the other PC. So this private, if you want to go to internet, when it reaches the router will change it to use one public to go to the internet. So Miss B, this one is for you and MA. You work already for ISP. It's something that will help you a lot. So 10.3 will use 50.5. Okay. So here, we have 10.3 will use 250.5. You see. So this is how we configure our static address. So in your NetAcad, the very first example to configure static NAT. First thing first, you tell the router which interface is facing inside, which interface outside. Now, because static NAT means one private will use one public, and this is how it's written. So we are just following these steps. So we are done. We save, do, copy, run, start. And show run to view what we are doing. Present and so we did see that on G0000 we can see that IP NAT inside, G001 IP NAT outside. We go down. Now you can even see all the configs we did. One private will use one public. One private will use one public. It's very expensive with the public IP address. So if you have a lot of money, you can go for it. Now let's type show NAT translation. Is it show IP NAT translation? NAT translation. So if you type show IP NAT translation, it will show you that my inside network, this private is using this public. This private will use this public. So if you see inside, outside, outside. So inside means inside my network. This network belongs to me. Inside, it belongs to me. It's my company. Local means a private IP, private. Global means a public. So it's my network, it's my IPs, my public. So it's my company and my own public IP addresses. If you see outside, it means it's outside my network. It's not for me. Local will mean a private IP. Outside means outside my network, and global will mean a public IP. So this is the first one that we did, how to configure a static NAT. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so this is the first example, how to configure a static NAT. So you can check again this configuration. It's exactly what we are doing. So check again and we continue. Okay. So now that we did, because we are busy configuring network address translation, we did see that we have static NAT, one private to one public. We did take our router. We took a router and we just follow this step. You can do it yourself also. You open packet tracer and you do exactly the same thing. That's all. Now you're going to do the second one. The second one is what? Dynamic NAT. Dynamic NAT is what? You always tell your router which interface is inside, which one is outside. And then you do exactly what you see here. There is nothing else. You can use a notepad and you copy paste from NetAcad, because here you cannot copy it, only a picture. So let's do one. So I'm going to take another router. I'm going to put another router here, or a single router. No, not this one. And I'm going to attach that router to this switch. So this interface G0000, and else we can still use this one. Yeah. Let's see. So what we'll do is exactly we tell the router which interface will face the inside, which interface will face the outside. And then you just need to configure now we just need to configure the pool. So this is a full example. We tell the router which interface facing the inside, and like what we did here. If you have this router, G000 is facing my inside network. If I open and I tap show run, I'll see that I did configure this one IP NAT inside. And the other one is facing the internet IP NAT outside. So when you do the first part, now here you have 3 lines. The first line, normally you must tell your router, I want everyone inside my network to go out. You remember access control list? We have standard and we have extended. So standard is based on the inside. I want everyone to go out. If you want everyone to go out, you tap access list 1, permit. You see anyone in your network and the wildcard mask. There is a lab that I will ask you to do and send to me for me to check your progress. Also, remember, tomorrow I'll confirm the booking with Cape Town Science Center for Saturday, the 25th. So in 3 weeks' time, we'll be meeting again. So all these labs know it very well with Packet Tracer, so that when I bring the equipment, you know automatically what to do and you can practice. So I'll send you 3 labs to be done, and I must. So please mute yourself. Who is that? So first thing first, you tell the router, I want everyone inside my network to go out. Now the second line, you tell your router, I have a pool or a number of public IP that you can use. So IP NAT pool, then you give a name. So in your question paper, will tell you, give a name. Now you specify the range, 209.165.266 until .240. It means any IP 226, 227, 228, 229 until 240. It's a pool of valid public IP that anyone inside my network can use to go out. Then you add net mask. So the net mask or subnet mask will tell you also in your questions. So this is how the dynamic NAT is. You do exactly the same thing in your question paper, exactly. Now, first line, I allow anyone inside my network to go out. Second line, I specify my pool. Make sure you tap correctly what you see. Third line, I'm going to combine them. IP NAT inside source list one, it means anyone inside my network using access control list one should use any IP that is available in my pool. IP NAT inside source list one. If you say list 20, it won't work because this access list number is one. So it should be, see. Now the pool, you specify exactly the way it's written. If you change a single thing, it won't work. So you combine them. Then your router will start work properly. So when you're done, you can to verify the traffic, if you type show IP NAT translations, anything you see inside, it means it's my network, my company, my inside network. If you see local, it means it's a private IP. If you see global, it's a public IP. So you should know in NAT 4 things. What is an inside local IP? What is an inside global IP? What is an outside local IP? What is an outside global IP? So if you see inside, it means it's my network, I manage it. If you see local, it means inside my network, it's a private IP. If you see global, inside global, inside my network, my own network, global means public IPs. Outside, it's outside my network. Local means a private IP, local. Global, a outside public IP. So here you can see that this IP 10.10 is using one of the three public IPs, 228. The other PC 11.10 is using also another IP to go to internet. So remember that I'm going to change a private IP to a public to go to internet. Why? Because private IP addresses are not allowed to go to internet. It won't work. To go to internet, you need a public IP. Yeah. So also, if you want to change to clean clear, you can do. So I'll send you some packet research to be done. Don't send to me if you don't have 100%. You send to me only when you have 100%. Hi, Mr. Max. I'm done with ABC. I got 100%. This is the proof. Then, if you don't get 100%, ask one of your colleagues to help you. Okay, the third part of NAT is a part. Yeah, this one for you. Okay, I'll send it to you. Is part. So first thing first, you tell the router which one is inside, which one is outside. So part, it means anyone inside my network, you see, access this one. Anyone inside my network can go out. We are allowed to go out by using what? By using the serial interface of the router that goes out because it's a public IP address. So because everyone will use only one IP, you must use overload to allow everyone to use. If you don't put overload, no one can go. Only one guy can use. But if you put overload, it means anyone can use only one single IP to go out. So you can read again this 1 minute and you continue. Okay. So for paths, we have two types. Everyone can use one single IP. Don't forget to use overload at the end. And the second part, uh, everyone can use a pool, one of the IP in my pool. So again, you do the same thing. Interface serial, you tell the router which interface facing your inside network, which one is facing the outside. Then access list one, you allow anyone in your network to go out. Then you specify your pool. IP NAT pool, you give a name, you specify your pool, and the subnet mask. But here we say net mask. Then you combine these two in one. IP NAT inside source list one. Be careful of the ID of your access list. Pool, the name of your pool exactly the same, and you must always use overload. Overload. Yeah, so that's all for this configs. You just need now to do the same thing with a lab. It's very simple, very easy. And yeah. So officially, we are done with anything related to configuration with packet tracer for CCNA3. This is the last configuration. So for CCNA3, you have how to configure OSPF, access list, and NAT, network address translation. That's all. So when you do the path, you can see this IP 10.10 is using .255, one public. 11.10 is also using 225, you see, because we said overload. So many people can use the same IP to go out. That's why we say overload. So it's very, very important. Okay, that's all for this chapter. Anything else you can skip, it's just for, yeah, anyway, there is nothing special. So tomorrow I'll let you know which packet to say you should send. In fact, let me check. We have some labs for NAT. Configure path is here, static NAT is here, dynamic NAT is here. Yeah, so I think these three. Yeah, I'll send you this one. Else you can just check in your NetAccount. If you log on your NetAccount, it's there. NetAccount. So anything else is only theory. We'll spend maybe 2 weeks or maximum 3 and we are done. It's only theory. So practice for 3 weeks all of these things, especially with NAT, so that when we meet on the 25th at Cape Town Center, yeah, it was nice. It was nice. If I do Learn Networking Academy, go to gallery, I did post for. Yeah, so we were there with IT Essential guys also. Who were busy doing their own stuff also. We're working in groups. Yeah, so CCNA, the new CCNA class many didn't come, but I think we are 10 guys. And you guys were here. Yeah, so IT Essential guys, we are here. Your class is here and another. So it was nice. It was nice. Yeah, so please come so that we can study again. I brought equipment. So if you send me your packet tracer that you got 100%, I'll bring again the equipment. And this time we'll go straight. You connect and you do what you learn in packet tracer here. Okay, so that's all for today. Any questions? Any questions? So this PDF I did send to you maybe some weeks ago. This is what you should know. Okay, so if no questions, then thank you very much. We'll be meeting again next week, Thursday only, and we'll try to. Let me copy this one. Okay, I know. We'll try to do what again? What is it? One concept, wide area network concept. This one is mostly for ISP guys. So if you work for Telcom, MTN, Vodacom, it depends on which department are you in. Yeah, so we'll be doing these things. Remember, this training is international, the same content, same certificate. If you US citizen, Canadian citizen, French, Chinese, right? It's the same certificate, same training. So even if we finish the training, NetaCard will be open for you for 3 more months for you to come back, do revisions, check again some stuff. So we are almost done. So I want always to thank you. So maybe we'll do 2, another week we'll do 2, and we finish. It's not difficult. Only some theory. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Enjoy your evening and practice. And I'll see you next week, Thursday. Thank you.